This is practice help for Voldemort's theme from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and several of the other Harry Potter movies. It's out of the Five Finger Halloween Fun Book, which is a great book. I highly recommend it. All right, so to start out, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to play this. They're all the same notes, but they're different thought processes. So we can play by position. You put your left hand one on middle C and your right hand one on D. And then we're going to hit a 2 flat, a 1 flat, and a 3. Now the other way to think about it could just be by copying what I'm doing. We've got the top of the 3 black keys and the bottom of the 2 black keys, and then we've got the white key right next to the first black key that we played. And you can use any fingers really, as long as we're hitting those notes. Now that is the main thing in this song. We're going to repeat that several times, and I can show you in the music. We do it one time here, bum, 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 and then we do it again, bum, bum, bum. Now on page 2 we have something a little different, and then we do it again, bum, bum, bum. Now this one looks different. It's a C sharp, and what we had before was a D flat. But if you look at your piano keyboard here, D flat, C sharp, they're the same black key. That's what we call an enharmonic. So it feels and sounds exactly the same when you play it. All right, so for the first page, the first line, we've got our pattern that we do twice. That was one time. All right, now on page 2, starting at measure 5, we're gonna add something extra to it. We're gonna add a couple of these black keys right here, this C sharp. So can you hear where the extra keys came in? Instead of bum, 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 we had this little extra D. Bum, bum, bum. And then instead of stopping there, we came back to C sharp. Now one more thing to watch out for. There is a curved line right here. We call that a tie. So when you see these 2 notes, we're not playing it twice. We're holding it for the rest of the measure. So that's bum, ba-dum, not bum, ba-da. We don't do it twice. All right, then here's where we do it, that it looks different, but it sounds exactly the same. B flat, C sharp, A. All right. Now moving on to measure 9. We haven't covered this in your lesson yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover it in the video so you can use it later. Skip ahead for today and you can come back to this after we've covered it. All right, there is a new pattern. We're gonna be using a C sharp, an E, and a C. So we're gonna go, that's our new pattern. Then we're gonna go C sharp, F, E, and there's another tie right there, so remember not to play it twice. And then we go back to C. All right, so let's do that one more time. Measure 9 through 12. All right, then we have something new again. E, G, F sharp with another tie, D sharp. All right. So that's E, G, F sharp tie, D sharp. Then we're going to a G, and remember this is a left-hand G bass clef below middle C. Then we're gonna go D sharp, F sharp, F natural. Now you can choose to use different fingers here, or you can do a slide and just slide down from the black key to the white key. Either way is fine. And then we're going to D natural. So it's a white key. That's what that symbol is. Just in case you're not familiar with it, we've probably seen it before, but this guy just reminds you that it is a white key. It is not a black key this time. All right. Then we have a G, D, G, D, rest, G, G, rest. All right, so this ending line, measure 18 and 19, we have covered. That's a G, D, rest, G, G, rest. All right, now I'm gonna play the whole song through just so you can see how it's gonna come together when we have the whole thing. And remember, your last note, that last G, has a piano soft, so we want to make sure that we are hitting that one as quietly as possible. The rest of the song is mezzo forte, so that's medium loud. And we stay medium loud all the way through until we get to that piano at the end. All right, so lots of black keys, lots of little tricks with those ties and the rhythm, but if you're familiar with how it sounds, it's not too hard to get the hang of the rhythm. You don't have to necessarily count like in measure 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can just kind of nod your head, tap your feet. I don't know if you can see my feet, but like that. Just kind of bum, 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 bum. Nod your head, tap your feet to kind of get the feel for the rhythm, and follow along with that, follow your gut. And watch out at the end, measures 17, 18, and 19, that last little bit, make sure that you're not missing the rest. 1, 2, 1, rest, 1, 2, 1, rest, 1, 2, 1, rest. What we don't want to do is rush it and go 1, 2, 1, like that. We want to make sure that we're getting those rests in there. All right, good luck with it. Let me know if you have any questions or problems.